Welcome dear students, class 8 Patanjali Rishikul. I welcome you once again to the science class. Let's move ahead with the topic, the cell. In this video, we are going to talk about the cell structure. We will learn the cell structure. So let's move ahead. A typical cell has three basic parts: the cell membrane, cytoplasm, and nucleus. What is the cell membrane? It is a thin and delicate membrane that is found around the cytoplasm. It maintains the shape of the cell. It forms boundary of the cell, and it also separates individual cell from one another. Apart from all these, it also allows only selected substances to enter or leave the cell. Next is cell wall. What is the cell wall? It is a structure that is found only in plant cells. It forms a protective covering outside the cell membrane. That means it encloses the cell membrane in case of plant cells. It is made up of cellulose, and it also provides rigidity to the cell. Apart from all these, it also protects the cell membrane as well as the other components of the cell. One important point to be noted here is that the cell wall is present only in plant cells. Next, we move ahead to cytoplasm. This is the next basic part of a cell. It is a jelly-like semi-fluid substance. And where does it lie? It lies between the cell membrane and nucleus. 90% water is present in the cytoplasm, and all the chemical reactions that take place inside the cell, or all the various chemical activities that occurs inside the cell, where does it take place? It takes place in the cytoplasm. All cell organelles, they are found suspended in the cytoplasm. Yes, let us talk about the next structure, that is the nucleus. Nucleus is a small spherical or oval structure called the control center of the cell. In animal cells, this nucleus is located in center of the cell, but in plant cells, it is shifted to one side. What is the reason? Yes, it is because of the large vacuole found in plant cells. Now let us talk about the various parts of the nucleus. First part of the nucleus is the nuclear membrane. It surrounds the nucleus. It also forms the two layers, or you can say this membranous structure is made up of two layers that are separated by some space. It has got perforations by nuclear pores. These pores allow the movement of materials in and out of the nucleus. The dense fluid like granule substance of the nucleus that is present inside the nucleus is known as nucleoplasm. Fine thread-like structures that are known as chromatin threads or chromatin network, they are suspended in this nucleoplasm. Next is the nucleolus. What is nucleolus? It is actually a spherical body that is present inside the nucleoplasm. It contains RNA, that is ribonucleic acid, which is responsible for the formation of ribosomes. And what are these ribosomes? They are actually the cell organelles that help in the process of synthesis of proteins. Yes, now let us talk about the chromosomes. What are chromosomes? They are fine thread-like structures called chromatin threads. And children, when the nucleus starts dividing, they condense to form chromosomes. Hence, they are only visible during the period of cell division. And chromatin threads, they are made up of DNA as well as proteins. What is this DNA? The full form of DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. And this DNA, it is actually the hereditary material and is organized into genes. What are these genes? These genes are actually the hereditary units. Based on the structure of the nucleus, there are two types of cells, the eukaryotic cells and the prokaryotic cells. What are eukaryotic cells? The cells that have true nucleus are called eukaryotic cells, and the organisms with true nucleus are called eukaryotes. For example, algae, fungi, plants, and animals. Next is prokaryotic cells. The cells that do not have true nucleus are called prokaryotic cells, and the organisms are called as prokaryotes. For example, bacteria. In bacteria, the hereditary material is DNA only. It lies suspended in the cytoplasm and is not arranged in chromatin network. A nuclear membrane is absent here. So, in bacteria, true nucleus is not found. That is the reason why they all are known as prokaryotes. Now, what is this true nucleus? A nucleus with a nuclear membrane bounding chromatin material is called a true nucleus. Now, let us talk about the functions of the nucleus. What are the functions of the nucleus? A nucleus controls all the activities that occur inside the cell. That is the reason why it is known as the boss of the cell. It stores as well as it transmits information of all the hereditary characteristics from one generation to the next generation. This was all about the function of nucleus. I hope, children, by now you have learnt about the cell membrane, cell wall, cytoplasm, nucleus, as well as the eukaryotic and the prokaryotic cells. We'll meet again in the next video. Till then, take good care of yourself. Thank you and bye.